The sale of coronavirus pet masks are soaring in China, and there's photos of cats and dogs wearing face masks all over social media. I'm gonna tell you why that is a problem right now on IO. Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm Charlotte Dobre. On this channel we tell you about the biggest viral topics that are currently trending on the internet, so subscribe to our little news channel. That's not so little anymore, is it? And follow us on social media. We got links, all the links are down below in the description. Okay, so we need to talk about these pet masks, which are so unbelievably unnecessary. There is absolutely no scientific evidence to suggest that you can either get the virus from your pet or that your pet can catch coronavirus. Coronavirus spreads from person to person. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization, at this time there's no evidence that companion animals like dogs or cats can be infected with the new coronavirus. But they do still suggest washing your hands with soap and water after contact with pets because it protects you from bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella, not coronavirus. It's true that the new coronavirus likely started in bats, so we think. We're not actually sure about that yet. There are types of coronaviruses that can affect pets, but not the coronavirus that we have all become familiar with. The World Health Organization said the animal source of the 2019 novel coronavirus has not yet been identified. This does not mean that you can catch 2019 nCoV from any animal or from your pet. It's likely that an animal sourced from a live animal market in China was responsible for some of the first reported human infections. To protect yourself when visiting live animal markets, avoid direct unprotected contact with live animals and surfaces in contact with animals. At present, there is no evidence that companion animals or pets such as cats or dogs have been infected or have spread 2019 coronavirus. There is misinformation spreading on social media that was believed to have been started by a senior expert team from China's National Health Commission, who warned last month that pets should also be quarantined if they're exposed to coronavirus patients. She said in an interview that the virus spreads between mammals. That is incorrect, sir. It spreads from person to person. But nevertheless, photos of pets wearing masks are all over the place. People are making makeshift masks for their pets out of masks meant for humans, like this one that was put over a cat's face with eye holes cut out. People are making homemade pet masks out of socks and cups. And some people have resorted to completely wrapping their pets in plastic. Don't do that. Poor pet. Poor little guy. Companies are taking advantage of this misconception by manufacturing pet masks when they should be using resources to make more masks for humans. One Beijing-based online seller said to the Daily Mail that he was selling 10 times the number of special masks for dogs every single day than before. So far, more than 1,100 people have passed away, and there are 43,000 confirmed cases. But the real number of cases might actually be closer to 350,000 in Wuhan, China alone. As the virus spreads across the world and there are now close to 400 cases confirmed globally, there are fears that there will be mask shortages. Experts are warning that there could be mask and protective gear shortages across the US. Amy Compton Phillips, Chief Clinical Officer of Providence Health, said that as long as China is continuing to absorb all the masks, basically, that are being produced, we know that eventually our need is going to outstrip what the world supply chain is managing at the moment. Some experts say that masks might not even do the job of protecting you from the virus. Jonathan Ball, professor of molecular virology at the University of Nottingham, said that they might not even be effective. He said to NBC News, "In one well-controlled study in a hospital setting, the face mask was good at preventing influenza infection as a purpose-made respirator. However, when you move to studies looking at their effectiveness in the general population, the data is less compelling. It's quite a challenge to keep a mask on for prolonged periods of time." Does anyone else feel like the masks kind of add to the hysteria of the whole thing? Like every time I see someone with one of those masks on public transit, I'm just sort of I feel really uncomfortable. That is it for me, and thanks for watching IO. Welcome back to InformOverload. We tell you about trending topics. I'm Charlotte Dobre. On this channel we tell you about trending topics.